What I'm trying to understand is why though. Like, what exactly is the reason for this behavior? Like, y'all know this is just an app, right?
I've been watching you, so tell me what to do. I want it, girl, I need it. Give me all of you tonight.
Hi, I'm Tassie and welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome home. And if you're a new subscriber, make yourself at home by clicking that subscribe button. So as you read by the title, you see what we're going to be talking about today. Now, I just want to say this is not me talking about Twitter as a whole. This is not me, degrading the app itself or the creators or anything. This is just literally me talking to y'all about my personal opinions and my personal experiences being on Twitter. Because honestly, I don't know why anybody hasn't talked about this yet. I don't know why people don't talk about it enough, but there are certain things about that app that needs to be checked. I don't hate the app as a whole, but at the same time, it's like, can we get this together? Can we fix this? Can we address this? Like, why is nobody addressing it? And leave it to Tassie to be the one to definitely address something. So with that being said, let's hop into the video. So let me tell you the types of people that I hate right off rip. Oh my goodness. I cannot stand the people that literally just go on and on and on and on and on about how they wish that Twitter would go back to the way it was in like 2011 to 2009. We don't care. We don't care. We don't give a single flying, traveling about any of that. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Because first of all, majority of y'all just want to go back into that time period because that was back in the day when you were ignorant and you could get away with being ignorant instead of being checked. Y'all be the main ones talking about somebody too sensitive, even though this is a marginalized group of people that finally get a platform and finally get a voice to educate people as well as fight for their rights, but you're the one that's on Twitter crying about the same person from high school. Explain. Like, literally, majority of people on Twitter is not teenagers at this point. We are adults. I'm not saying that there's no children on Twitter. It might be. I'm pretty sure it is because it's a social media platform. But I have to say, like, between the ages of 20, 30, sometimes even 40, 50 something years old, that is like an adult app for real. That's where a lot of adults come and talk and conjugate and just like make memes and stuff like that. So with that being said, majority of y'all have mortgages, kids, still paying off student loans and all this other stuff, and you crying about an app? You don't think that's kind of lame? You don't think you kind of look stupid doing that? And to be honest, you were on Twitter back when you were like 12, 13 years old, 16 years old sometimes. If you still find the same thing funny from when you were 12, 13, 16 years old, baby, you're lame. You're lame. There's no other way around it. You are literally lame as hell. You're supposed to grow. You're supposed to evolve. You're supposed to experience an upgrade, just like the app upgraded, just like your phone upgrades. I mean, you're supposed to grow and learn and process things so that you become a better human being. Like, I know growth is a hard concept because you probably have yet to see growth in your bank account or in your edges, and you've been working that hard for it for years and it just seems like it's not going anywhere. But still, baby, that's a personal problem. What does that have to do with everybody else? We don't care. I know everyone doesn't adjust to change very well, but baby, it's been years. It has been years. Get over it. Like, I don't think y'all realize how dumb y'all really be looking when y'all say stuff like that. Like, you are 30 something years old. Shouldn't you be traveling or something? Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? But I'm gonna leave y'all alone for now. Let's go to the next one. Another thing that I hate about Twitter is the amount of people that literally think that they are know-it-alls about a subject or that they are just so elite and so beyond other people. I cannot stand these people. Oh my God, I can't stand these people. Now, I can say for Black Twitter, we refer to a lot of these people as brunch Twitter. And for those of you that don't know what that means, basically, this is a bunch of Black people that are upper to middle class. Some of them probably came out of poverty. Some of them have been, upper middle class their whole entire lives. These people feel like they are just so much more educated and so above so many other people, and that they have access to so many more things than anybody else. And if you don't know the same information as they know, or you don't do the same activities that they do, then you are beneath them, child. You are beneath them. Because, see, they're the type of people where they're most definitely black. And from the looks of their little profile pictures and stuff, they'll fight for black rights. They'll let you know that they're pro-black. But the sad thing is that they only fight for black people that act like them. They only fight for black people when it's a trend. But honey, they are so sedity. They are just so up there. They really just feel like you are just not supposed to be here, and you are a disgrace to the black community if you don't act exactly like them or go off to a HBCU. Now, as a HBCU attendant myself, you know, I love it and I would recommend it to any other black child, but I'm not really sitting here telling y'all that y'all not allowed to go anywhere else, and if you do go anywhere else that you're a disgrace to the race and you're beneath me and you're uneducated. Like, that's the part that kills me. Like, don't put me in that. Some of us just go to school. Some of us just go to school. That right there that's them. That's all of them. And the funny thing is that they really, honest to God, believe that they are so above people because they are so educated and classy and well-mannered and all this other stuff, but be the first people making events called trap karaoke. What is trap about karaoke? Are we doing karaoke to trap music? Are we doing karaoke to drill music? I'm lost. Everything don't have to be hood or trap or ghetto just because it's associated with black people. Like, if a white person did this, there would be an uproar. But for some reason, brunch Twitter thinks that they can do it and nobody's supposed to say anything. So I don't know what that's about, but yeah, that is weird. But I'm gonna get off brunch Twitter because it's not even just brunch Twitter that does this. This is just a prime example of what I'm talking about. But I just hate anybody who comes into a place and they act like they know everything and they act like everyone is beneath them for not knowing the same information. I know sometimes I can come off like that, and I've been working on that for like years now, because I genuinely do want to help people if they genuinely don't understand what's going on or what's being talked about. I'm not gonna judge you, because I wasn't always the person that I am today. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't knock you and judge you like I wasn't in your position at one point in time. But these know-it-all elitist people, oh my God, they just really be speaking on things as if they really know what they talking about. And they never want to share their sources. They never want to share their information. And it's just like, your little bit of knowledge could really take somebody far and open a whole new world to them. And I get it. It's not your job to teach people. It's not. Because I hate when people do that too. Like, it ain't nobody's job to teach people. Google is free. But at the same time, sometimes it's really like a harmless conversation and they really just be so rude. And it's like, for what? Like, if you see a girl using something that she ain't supposed to be using to clean her face, why not just tell her? And when you tell her, you don't have to be rude about it. You don't have to, like, cuss her out and say, oh my God, your face must feel like a Brillo pad. Just don't, you being extra. If you're a dedicated Christian, first of all, why is you on Twitter? That's the important question. Why are you on Twitter? But nonetheless, if you're a dedicated Christian and you read that Bible front to back and you follow every single rule in that book, that is perfectly fine. But don't be coming on anybody else's page, on anybody else's post, telling them that they need to do this, that, and the third, and they need to live their life a certain way and practice certain practices because your book told you that that was okay. Stay in your lane. Do what you do. We don't need you coming on other people's posts preaching. I feel like that's really my problem with a lot of elitists. When it's time to actually give their knowledge, they never want to give their knowledge, but they will gladly give that knowledge when it's not asked for. Like, y'all so backwards. Y'all are literally so backwards, and it's so annoying. But I'm gonna leave y'all alone. But anyways, on to the next one. The other thing that I hate about Twitter, and this is like just, you know, app related. Honey, it has been years and y'all media tab literally sucks. The media tab sucks. Oh my God, it sucks. Like, by this point, I would think that they would have albums by now or something. Or they would at least give us the options to make our own tabs to show different things. Like, the gallery is just a mess. It's honestly a mess. Like, I want to be able to post my pictures and be able to go back and look at them and see them. I want to be able to make certain posts and go back and reference them. You know what I'm saying? It's like their media tab is literally just any piece of media that you have ever posted ever. So if you had like a week where you were using nothing but GIFs and then you posted a selfie like 5 days before that, that selfie is buried. It's gone. Like, you posted it, and whoever seen it, well, that was their opportunity to see it. But like anything else, you can't see it. Literally, the media tab is just so booty. Like, in all honesty, the media tab is so booty. Nobody wants to scroll through all of those GIFs just to see what somebody looks like. Like, I kind of like how it's like a spur of the moment type of thing. So it's just like, if you caught it, you caught it. If you didn't, you didn't. But at the same time, it's like, come on now. Come on now. There have been multiple times where I even forgot that I posted certain pictures because I legit didn't find them until way later. So Twitter, just a recommendation, you might want to fix that. You just might want to fix that because that media tab is not doing anything for anybody. The next thing that I hate about Twitter, which I feel like a lot of people can agree with, I can't stand the argumentative people. I hate people that come on Twitter specifically just to argue. These people literally piss me off. Like, do you know how much negative energy you have to consistently be surrounded by in order to have this type of behavior? Like, you wake up in the morning and just automatically want to hop on BS with a random person that you've never met before. It's just like, it's so weird to me. It is so weird to me, and it literally makes me upset every time I come across these people. Because they literally come on there just to argue, y'all. Like, this is not me being over dramatic. There are certain people, certain accounts that literally are made just to argue. Like, they always want to try and play devil's advocate. They always want to go out of their way and try to be sarcastic. They join conversations where they don't even know what they talking about half of the time. They just want to pull something out their ass and just start talking about it. It is annoying. Like, this one time, oh my god, okay, so y'all remember a little while back, Jada had made a video discussing like her and Lil Baby, because at that time they had like broke up or something. And she was basically saying how, like, you know, babies don't fix relationships, a baby can't keep a man, blah, blah, whatever. I gotta say, whether you hate Jada, Ari, because, you know, people love talking about them, child, you gotta admit, they are influencers. Anything that they say or do is getting talked about. When she dropped that video, everybody was talking about it. This one girl had made a tweet, and I don't fully remember what her tweet was about, but she basically was saying in reference to Jada, but was also addressing, like, you know, just a lot of women in general that had that same mindset that a baby was gonna fix a relationship. I added my own tweet to the thread because I was actually in agreement with, you know, everything that was being said. And if I remember correctly, I basically said that if a guy is treating you a certain way before the baby even comes, why would you think that a baby would fix it? Like, in so many words, that's pretty much what I said. If I can find my tweet, I will gladly post it. But yeah, that's basically what I said. And it was in reference to her tweet, which was in reference to a video. And this random guy just came on there and said something about how, what does a man not wanting to commit to a woman have to do with him raising his child correctly? Who said that? Literally nobody said that. And the crazy thing is that when I tried to correct him, because, you know, from the looks of it, it seemed like he was confused because for some reason everyone was confused by my statement. But he was confused. I'm trying to tell him, like, yeah, this is basically what it was, da-da-da-da-da. He's basically still trying to argue with me and tee up on me.
Excuse me?
Over Jada? Like, sir, it was not that deep to begin with. He's over here basically talking about something. I mean, the conversation over now. We can just stop talking. You came to me. You added me, sir. Like, you completely misinterpreted what was being said. And I was just saying, oh, well, this is actually what I meant by that. And you just, now you got an attitude because you look stupid now? Like, what? You for real? Y'all, it's annoying. It is literally so annoying. I cannot stand these people that literally just come on there just to argue. It is so annoying. Now, this problem that I have with Twitter is actually in relation to what I just said. Literally just said. Burner accounts. They piss me off severely. Once again, the fact that you are surrounded by so much negativity that you feel pleased in further expressing that negativity to the point where you come on a social media app and literally dedicate your life to just yelling and being rude to people is so weird and so beyond me. It is literally so beyond me. But burner accounts in particular are just like another level of like pissing me off, because these burner accounts literally have no pictures. They never have a profile picture of themselves. I know a lot of people say like, oh, they're trolling, da 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 da. But nonetheless, they get on my nerves, because it's just like, you literally just woke up one day and just said like, I'm just gonna piss some people off. And then certain ones, if they see that you don't have a reaction to what they're saying, or you're not pissed off enough, they gonna keep trying to bug you. They gonna keep coming around. And it's like, chat, are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? These are literal accounts that are dedicated to just bashing people. Whether it's a specific celebrity, whether it's a specific movement going on, a specific community, like these people literally create these accounts just to be the most disgusting, vile creatures they can possibly be. And it's just like, it's weird. And I know that a lot of these accounts are probably like kids trying to be trendy and quirky and shit, but unfortunately sometimes these accounts really be grown-ass people that are just so negative and so terrible, but yet they don't have the balls to say it on their own account. They get on my nerves. They get on my nerves. But I get on their nerves right back. They hate me. They hate me. Anytime I see a burner account, sometimes I just block them straight up. Like, I just block them. But sometimes I be bored and I be trolling right along with them. And yeah, they don't like me. They don't like me. And another thing too, for you burner accounts, you're really lucky that I'm actually quite nice. Because if you gonna make a burner account, baby, don't link it to your Facebook. That has all of your information, where you go to school, what job you work at, your mom, your kids. Like, be smart. Be smart, okay? Be smart. You good at being smart aleck, but you're not good at being smart. Fix that. Anyways, on to the next one. The next thing that I hate about Twitter, it's not really that bad, but it's kind of annoying. Fan cams. Why? Like, I'm not against it totally, because I do like the idea of editing videos and making them into artwork, especially if it's in support of someone that you really care about. Because believe it or not, once upon a time, I was a fangirl. I was a fangirl for Mindless Behavior. Honestly, that was the whole reason why I even joined Twitter to begin with, because I wanted to follow Mindless Behavior and everything that they were doing and stuff. So I get it. It's admiration. It's promoting your favorite artist or your favorite creator or whatever. I totally understand that. But like, why do y'all feel the need to post them under every single thread? That's the part I don't understand. That's the part I'm lost at. Sometimes it'd be funny though, but at the same time, it's really weird, because like, we could be talking about a really, really deep, serious topic, and then you just see a video of somebody dancing. And the caption says, "That's so sad." Like, ma'am, this is not the time or the place. Like, it can get annoying. It can, honest to God, get so annoying. Don't hate them completely, but like, Can y'all have like a conference call and discuss this, get this together? Because what? Why? On to the next one, child. On to the next one. The other thing that I hate about Twitter are the extremists. Child, they be pissing me off. Now, like I said earlier, I believe that a group of marginalized people should have every right to express their opinions just as much as the bigots do. I don't think there's anything wrong with them expressing what they're expressing. It's their platform just as much as it's your platform, just as much as it's my platform. They should be able to go out and say what needs to be said and get it off their chest. I 100% believe that. But like I said earlier, these extremists are like a mix of the elitists and the people that live to argue with people. Because these people are literally the reason why a lot of people feel like a lot of people on the app are sensitive. Because these people are. These people are, and I can't tell if they're trolling. I can't tell if they're like dead serious. Like, I don't know what, I don't know. But all I know is these babies cannot take a joke. They will hop on every single thread and be like, what did you mean by that? Like, baby, he meant what he meant. They will literally be on every thread trying to decipher what you said and then decipher it so much to the point where you ain't even say that. It's like, child. Like, they literally do the absolute most and piss me off so much. I have never seen somebody misinterpret so many things and then proceed to try and argue about it. Like, I don't understand. Even on certain social justice issues, they really be zoning me out because I just feel like, speak on the topic. Let it be known that this person is a terrible person and that what they're saying is ignorant and so on and so forth. In my personal opinion, I feel like it is a difference between being bigot and being ignorant. Because once again, I was not always the person that you see before you today. I can acknowledge that there are certain situations in my past where I could have been deemed problematic because I had beliefs to where it's nowhere near close to what I believe in today. I believe everyone can grow. I believe everyone can learn. But the elitists feel like anybody who is against them is literally against them and out for blood and want them dead. They are trying to make it a mission to make everyone feel the same way that they feel. Once again, fight for your rights. Use your voice. Let it be known that you're not taking that anymore. But at the same time, baby, it's just certain situations where it's really not that deep. It's really not that serious. And some of y'all hide behind the guise of trying to be an activist for certain situations, but in reality, you're trying to get approval from the oppressor, and that's where y'all lose me. That's where y'all lose me. If someone doesn't find me attractive because in their personal opinion, I'm too dark, I'm gonna let them know that that statement is ignorant. I'm gonna let them know that that's like really messed up, but I'm not about to sit here and try to convince this person to find me attractive. I'm not about to sit here and make this person like me. I'm not about to sit here and make this person call me beautiful. Address the ignorance, but once you address it, leave it alone. Leave it alone, baby. Leave it alone. Like, basically, like, they're basically seeking validation simply because they're trying to make up for lost times, or like once upon a time they were problematic, they were ignorant. So it's like they're going so hard over these situations and these topics simply because like they want to feel better about themselves. But the thing about it is, there's certain people where it's like they don't know as much information as they should know, and the fact that they can't articulate themselves properly, it makes them and the whole movement and the whole community look really dumb. But I have to say, it sucks that the only people that get this attention in the first place are the extremists, and not the people that are seriously a part of communities or actually advocating this in a healthy way. Like, y'all purposely don't pay attention to those people, and you only pay attention to the extremists. And the only reason why you pay attention to the extremists is because you can use it to further your narrative. But yeah, that's all I have to say about the extremists. Next one. The next people I hate, of course, hoe tips. Y'all irritating. It's like part of me wants to put them with brunch Twitter, but I feel like they are just a whole dynamic in themselves. You literally only fight for black men and black men only. Literally. Everyone else that's black, I mean, figure it out, I guess, you know? Like, they don't really care. And it's funny because the people that are hoe tips never want to admit that they're hoe tips and never see that they're hoe tips. But yes, baby, you are. You are. And you know the ones that I'm talking about. The fake Muslims, the fake Israelites and all that. Yeah, y'all. The good guys, yup. The ones that want a woman to run the household instead of trying to do a man's job, that one. The one with the preference, that one. The ones that hate Serena Williams because she dated a white man, but yet we're the same people to say that she was manly built and they would never mess with her, that one. The ones that want to assert dominance but can't do a lot of stereotypical manly tasks, yep, y'all. And yes, I'm drinking through a straw because I worked really hard on this lip and I know that it's fading, but I'm not finna destroy it right now. So yeah, don't judge me. But honestly, do I even need to say more about y'all? Like, listen, you know who you are, and if you don't know who you are, then 9 times out of 10, it applies to you. So, next. The next thing I don't like about Twitter, you pick-mes. I be wanting to square up with a lot of y'all. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Y'all irritating. Y'all are literally like so irritating. I should have put y'all number 1 on this list, to be honest. Now let me clarify because there's a lot of people that don't understand what a pick-me is, and there's a lot of pick-mes that aren't aware that they're pick-mes, and if this video is going to help you change your ways, I will gladly do that. It is okay if you don't want to wear hair weave. It is okay if you're not a big fan of makeup and you never really put on makeup, and when you do, it's like mascara, lip gloss, chapstick, whatever. That is fine. It's okay if you're a simple girl that doesn't really want extravagant dates. It's okay if you're a simple girl that doesn't want to be shown off too much. It's okay if you're willing to date somebody who has a car that you can hear halfway down the street, lives with his mom, doesn't have a job. Literally, you as a woman and as an individual are entitled to do whatever you want to do. You are entitled to like whatever you want to like. Nobody is saying that you have to be like me, that you have to be like Ari, that you have to be like Jada, that you have to be like anybody else. You literally can do whatever you want to do, sis. But what you're not going to do is tell someone else that what they like to do is stupid because you personally don't find the appeal. We don't care that you don't wear makeup, sis. If somebody is promoting themselves as a makeup artist or really excited about the fact that they did a winged eyeliner or any type of artwork on their face, and you decide to join in and say you personally don't wear makeup and you can't see how people put this on their face, why do you think that was necessary to say? Why? If you feel like body counts matter and your body count is less than 3 at the age of 25, like this is some type of credit score, that is perfectly fine. But why do we need to know that? Why do we care? If somebody posts their engagement photos and they're extremely happy about their engagement, you don't need to comment on their engagement photos saying that you personally would like it if someone just threw the ring at you while y'all were laying in bed, and that's good enough confirmation for you. You don't need all of this extra stuff and an extreme proposal. But you're perfectly fine with something simple, minimalist, and no effort. Why do you think that's the time or the place, sweetheart? Why do you think that's the time and the place? And for those of you that need a little bit more clarification, pick-mes are called pick-mes because they're somewhat of elitist of their own, but they're elitist in the sense of like everything that they do makes them a better woman, which means that they're gonna be better wives and candidates for like other men, but they be the main one single all the time and then swear up and down it's a choice. Not because they're irritating or anything, just, you know, choice. They get on my nerves. They get on my nerves. They get on my nerves a lot. Like, them and the hoe tips would be perfect for each other, but for some reason they can never find each other. Like, how y'all can't find each other and it's the same platform and y'all literally like right here? I don't know, but y'all can somebody create like a dating app like Tinder for pick-mes and hoe tips or something? Like, can somebody get that together? Can somebody make that? Because I'm tired of these people. I don't want to see them. I don't want to hear their mouths. I'm just over them. I'm over them as a whole. I'm so over it. So on to the next one. You know those posts where it's usually like a picture of an article or like a snippet of a video, and then the person that posted comments thoughts? I see red every single time I see that. Every single time. And you want to know why? Do you really want to know why? Because majority of these people, for one, have an opinion formed about that situation already, and they just don't want to be alone in what they're talking about. 9 times out of 10, they're bigots, but they're not bold enough to be bigots because they don't want to get dragged. So they post these thoughts posts in disguise to make it seem as if they're on both sides and they genuinely want to understand and they genuinely want to have an open conversation about the situation. But they literally only acknowledge and retweet the people that agree with their narrative. Then not only that, a lot of them literally just want to start trouble. They literally just want to start trouble. They know that it's a controversial topic. They know that it's a problem. And they just want a little bit of clout to come their way. So they want a bunch of people arguing so that their notifications can go up and they can get more followers. It's annoying. It is truly, honest to God, annoying. Honestly, it's so self-explanatory, to be honest, so I don't even think I need to stay on this topic for long. Let's go to the next one. The next thing that I hate about Twitter, I feel like it's a whole bunch of people on there that literally have no empathy and cannot communicate to save their lives. I don't know what these types of people are called, to be honest. I don't know what to call them. I don't know what category to put them in, but this is like the reason why a lot of debates on Twitter happen, because these people will literally say something and swear up and down that they didn't mean to say it the way that they said it. And it's just like, but you literally said it word for word, bar for bar, like what? And once again, as I stated earlier, I feel like there's a huge difference between being a bigot and being ignorant. So, you know, like, I can pretty much tell off rip, like, who's just explaining something a weird way and who really means what they mean. But it's just like, how are you that bad? How are you that bad at communicating to where you literally cannot speak appropriately? Like what is making it hard for you? And then as far as the empathy goes, that's another thing too. I really feel like I gotta call CPS on some of y'all households, even though we all adults, because something is wrong. Once again, this is like the main reason why we have these Twitter debates and stuff. Y'all be so focused on y'all and how y'all feel about a situation, or trying to prove that what you said was correct. You don't even understand that, like, you're not the only person here. You're not the only person with feelings. And the way that you just said whatever statement that you said, someone has the right to be upset about it, and it can be easily misinterpreted because this is Twitter. Even though we now have voice notes, you can easily misinterpret a situation by reading it because you can't hear the tone in someone's voice. You can't see their facial expressions. It's like there's so many different reasons as to why people can misinterpret things. And it's like you don't even care. Like, you're just like, so who cares? I'm right, you're wrong. And it's like, bro, it's not that serious. Like, in all seriousness, what if somebody came on Twitter and they were grieving their mother who passed away in a car accident? Now, they might reveal the information that their mother was an alcoholic and their mother was actually under the influence at the time that she died. Imagine someone coming on there and they basically just say,
well, that's a prime example as to why you shouldn't drink and drive. She shouldn't have been a dumbass. She should have been more responsible.
do y'all not see the problem with that? Do you not see the problem with that? Nobody is denying that it was really dumb of her to drink and drive. Like, nobody's denying that. But you don't think you could have worded that a little bit differently? You didn't even say sorry for your loss. Like, at the end of the day, this is someone's mother. They are grieving. They are feeling some type of way. To say something so carelessly, and it's such a sensitive topic for this person, and it's really hard for this person to talk about. How do you not process that there's something wrong with that? Like, I don't know if it's like social media as a whole that's caused us to have terrible communication skills, or people's households, or what, but it's just like, how are y'all that dense? How are you that bad at communicating and expressing emotions? Like, I just don't understand. It really baffles me, y'all. Like, it makes no sense to me. But anyways, on to the next one. So the last thing that I hate about Twitter, child. Similar to what I just said, I don't like being around people that don't know how to communicate or fully express their feelings. Even though I hate the people that post the thoughts post, at the end of the day, there are certain people where they genuinely want to have open discussions and open debates on Twitter. And I don't know, maybe it's just me being a nerd. Like, maybe it's just me, you know, just liking information. I've always been that type of person where I love learning new things. But I really hate those people that come to an open conversation and are not open to the conversation whatsoever. Like, why are you here? And that's whether you're on my side or whether you're on the other side. That's whether you're indifferent. Like, literally, I just don't like those types of people where it's like they're not open to the conversation at all. They're literally so against learning anything. They feel like the only people they want to interact with are the people that agree with them. They're like 9 times out of 10 rude too. Like, sis, why are you here? Like, those people bug me so much because it's just like, this would have been a great opportunity to learn, to thrive, to have a discussion that needed to be discussed, and you just kind of like destroyed the whole vibe. You're kind of making a mockery of the whole situation, and I don't appreciate that, and I don't think the person that initiated it appreciates it either. It's just really, like, I don't know. Like I said, it might just be social media. Maybe it's social media. But it's just really weird that, like, people really act like that. People really don't understand how to communicate with people. Because certain topics, I understand, like, they're sensitive topics. They're serious topics that literally affect multiple people. So I understand if you're frustrated. I understand if you're, like, really standing tall in your statement. But, baby, if you're going to get triggered that much to where you can't have a healthy conversation, just don't join the conversation. Because literally nobody is on here attacking anybody. We're literally being civil and having regular conversations. You're the only person acting like that. I don't know, man. I just hope y'all find some type of therapy, some type of something, because even though this is just social media, it's still a little weird that y'all act like that. So my edges are sweating out, so that tells me that it's time for me to wrap up this video. But these are all of my personal opinions of everything that's wrong with Twitter and everything that I hate about the people, the app, so on and so forth. I feel like Twitter is definitely a beautiful place as far as like communication, memes. Like, it could be way, 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 way better than how it's going right now. So hopefully we can get to that point to where all of these things will be a figment of the past. Hopefully we can grow from this. But in the meantime, I hope you guys like this video. And if you did like this video, don't forget to like, comment any things that you hate about Twitter, and of course share this video if you can. So with that being said, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.